Welcome to LCAP Legacy, Decades of Dedication, the podcast that celebrates the incredible individuals who have shaped the heart and soul of the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership.
Each episode, we'll dive deep into the stories of those who have devoted their careers to making a difference, not just in our organization, but in the lives of the people we serve every day.
We'll uncover their journeys, explore the moments that inspire them, and highlight the lasting impact of their commitment to LCAP's mission.
So whether you're here to learn, be inspired, or simply celebrate the amazing people who make LCAP what it is, thank you for joining us.
This is LCAP Legacy, Decades of Dedication.
Let's get started with today's guest.
Hello there. I hope that everybody's having a great day. Thank you for joining in to our podcast, Decades of Dedication. Today we have a very special guest in our studio, and I'm here with my two amazing co-hosts.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Amber and Janae. And I want to introduce to you all our lead housing case manager, Char. She's here with us to talk about her journey over the last 5 years here with Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. So thank you for coming in, Char, today.
Thanks for the invitation, Cam.
Yes, we're so happy to have you. So take us back, Char. 5 years ago, starting in December here, you have been here at Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. So tell us about your journey.
Well, I came about here to Lawrence County after being laid off during the pandemic. And I was in corporate America for 20 years, and I wasn't sure which direction I wanted to go, but I know I wanted to help people in a different way. So I worked in human resources, which was working for the company, but I wanted to help people directly. So this was my opportunity to make my change and to start looking for something that I felt passionate about. And I stumbled across LCAP. So I applied and got in, and I've worked in several areas in housing, several different avenues of case management, and I'm here now as the lead case manager, still in housing, which I love, and that's where I'm at.
So can you describe to us, Char, what the intake process looks like for someone entering our office here at Lawrence County Community Action Partnership? Can you just guide us through what it looks like?
Definitely. If someone comes in looking for assistance, housing assistance specifically, they come in and they'll speak to the front desk and let them know they are here for housing assistance, and we get them with the case manager. And at that point, the case manager will do just general intake paperwork to kind of gauge what their needs are, what their barriers are, what help they specifically need. And our wonderful case managers will guide them in a direction, whether it's through us, whether it's through other agency referrals in our community. We go from there.
And you did mention prior to joining LCAP, the organization, you spent some time in corporate America. So how would you say the skills that you learned in corporate America have helped you with the role that you play now with Lawrence County Community Action Partnership?
I really gained the skills to work with people in general, and being empathetic, whether I can directly relate to people's situations or their struggles, to at least be able to empathize with them and to guide them the best we can with the resources that are available to us. So that's something I really gained in corporate America that made an easy transition for me here at Lawrence County Community Action Partnership.
And what are some of the biggest challenges that your clients face, and how do you and your team help them overcome those barriers?
Unfortunately, our community is small, so that is a challenge. There aren't a huge amount of resources, so we really have to get really connected with these other agencies to see what they can offer, what they do offer to help the community, and we're here to provide that information to our clients. So when someone comes in, again, it may not be something we can directly assist with here at Lawrence County Action Partnership, but we have the connection. We're able to refer them to these other agencies that hopefully do have the things that they need.
And from your perspective, Char, what are the main drivers of housing instability, housing crises today?
I think a lot of it is is the community or the clients not knowing where to turn. A lot of our agencies in our community, they're just not well known. And if you don't know, you just don't know. So a lot of people come here just to find out, what is available. I'm in this situation. I'm in this crisis. I'm lost. I've never been here before in this time, and I'm struggling. And so we have to be the case managers. We really have to be that connection to how can we help you get stabilized.
It's just like when you talk to like a little one, you do not know until you ask.
Yes.
And sometimes people don't even know to ask.
Right.
So that's
or they
why,
don't know what to ask.
or what to ask or where to go. So that's why it's up to us to be able to share all that information to the community. So then the community could then share amongst each other. So that's very important. Tell people every day, it doesn't hurt just to try.
Right. Correct.
The worst somebody could say is, I don't know, but then somebody else could help you.
Exactly.
From there.
And that's kind of why our intake process is kind of in depth. Some people are a little frustrated with the questions we're asking. They're like, well, I'm not here for that. But we kind of really have to get a broad understanding of their situation, because if someone's possibly having a housing crisis, they may not really think about, well, it's because my car is broke down because of that, I can't get to work. And it's like, oh, well, maybe there is something we can help you with transportation.
Yeah.
They don't always connect all the dots, and that's why we ask all the questions, so we can try to get a broad picture and try to help them connect those dots.
You have been helping people connect those dots for the last 5 years. So just having a different outlook on, how you can help people. If you could design a program or an initiative from scratch based on what you see daily, what would it look like?
I would love to have a program that has an expert in all of the different types of agencies we have in our community, like one person from each organization to work together to help our community. I think that would be amazing. And that is something we are attempting to do here, and trying to gauge like a committee of sorts. So it makes it a lot easier for us to help our clients.
Right. And that would cut down on communication as well, because you're not outsourcing and talking to so many different
Correct.
people and having so many different conversations where things may get dropped or, something might not be relayed to the next person.
Exactly.
So, how has your work changed here in the past 5 years?
Oh, wow. So I started in intakes. So I was just an intake person at that point. I was just collecting data and kind of passing it on. So in the beginning, I wasn't working with the client after that first initial contact. Then I kind of went into the long-term case management. So I wasn't seeing them in the very beginning anymore, but I was working with them in their transition to becoming stabilized. So I didn't see them in the beginning. And once they were finished with the program, I wouldn't really see them anymore. So now I'm kind of involved in all aspects. Right now I am the lead in the intake area, but I do touch those that are being case managed. And once they're moved on to their ongoing case manager, I'm kind of involved at a high level. So I get to see their journey, and, I'm able to still be involved and check up on them from time to time. When I see them, they know me, they'll stop me everywhere I go. Hey, Miss Char. Hey, Miss Char. And it feels good. It feels good that I am a person that made a difference in their life in a positive way.
I can't agree anymore. Everybody that calls in, is Char available? Can I talk to Char? Is Char there? It's so nice. And we all do it too. Like just us as case managers, like up in intake or here, just in general, everybody wants to go to Char. She knows so much. She cares so much. And she's always there to support not only the people that we serve, but her coworkers too as well. So I can't thank you enough. And I tell you that each and every day, how amazing you truly
and
are.
This is sometimes social work or community service type work. It can be very thankless at times, because we're usually dealing with, participants that are struggling and they're not in a great space. So it is good that when I see them and they're happy and things have been resolved, or if just one of my coworkers needs support or help, that they can come to me, that they feel comfortable enough. And even if I don't know, I'll make it clear I don't know everything, but I at least know how to guide you, how to assist you, or who to direct you to if I can't help. So it does make me feel good that I am appreciated.
During those interactions, is there a phrase or a piece of advice or even a life lesson you found yourself repeating to your clients over the years to help them out?
One big thing is that I'm always here. That's something I always say. I'm always here. They say, I'll come down, Miss Char, or I'll call you. I'll be here. You know, whether I'm working with them or not. If they come to the window and say, I want to speak to Char, there's no question. I go up to see what they need, even if I'm not the person they're supposed to see. I'm always here.
And that's nice because, you know, people want someone they can rely on. So just having that face that they can always trust, it helps build a bridge over that hurdle.
It does help. And even just a familiar face, you know, a lot of our community are struggling with a lot of different things, sometimes addiction, mental health, and they see so many different people, and people leave and go and come, and just to build that rapport with someone is very, very important. So even when I see them outside, if I'm at Walmart or I'm at the store and they, Miss Char, and I, you know, hey, how you doing? And I just try to let them know that someone does care and someone's in their corner.
Yes, you radiate that kind presence and that caring support. So, yeah.
I try. That's my goal.
Is there a particular moment or story that you can recall that really, really inspires you and makes you remember why you're doing the work you're doing?
It's not one in particular, but it's usually those participants that are the most maybe upset, or that, you know, they're very frustrated and overwhelmed and very emotional. And whenever I'm able to assist in calming them down, a voice of reason, and try to help them, those are the ones that stay with me the most. You know, when a lot of times they come in and they're hot, they're upset because of their situation. It's understandable. So when I'm able to come in and kind of, you know, resolve that immediate emotional reaction.
Helps de-escalate.
And actually, that's what I used to call myself, the de-escalator, because they would always call me when there was those type of situations. And I didn't mind because I know how it feels when you don't feel heard, or you're at your wit's end and you don't know where to turn, and someone's not telling you exactly what you want to hear in that moment. So I get it. So I like to come in and be that person to kind of de-escalate and calm things down. And let's start over. So those are the ones that I enjoy the most.
And sometimes when you're going through those different situations, you're so overwhelmed, and then people are telling you, well, you got to do this, you need to do this. And Char's that type of person where she just lays it all out nicely and easy and not overbearing to when somebody, if they're just getting, you know, all this information piled on them, then it makes it even more confusing, and, you know, they feel worse off than coming in. She's the best person just to be able to sit with and talk to, and how she explains things and how she teaches. That's why everybody, you know, leaves here feeling better. It's because of you, and then your team of ladies too.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
You often are helping other people and inspiring other people when you are communicating with them and building relations through your role here. So who has in your life inspired you the most, and how has that shaped you with helping others?
It would easily be my mother. She is, I am definitely a split image of her personality wise too. She is a very caring, warm, empathetic, and very smart. She's the smartest woman. Don't tell her I told you this. She is the smartest person, woman or man. She's the smartest person I know. So she has always been an inspiration. She is a person who was involved in the community too. She lives in Pittsburgh, but she's a big presence. She's been on city councils, and even after her retirement, she's very engaged in the community. So she is my biggest inspiration.
Nice. She sounds amazing.
She is.
What are some of the leadership lessons that you've learned while supporting your team of case managers?
One big thing is I've learned with my team is that we all learn differently. So my approach may not always be the best approach, So I have really had to hone in on that skill and practice it because we are all different. We all learn different. We see things differently. We all also have different life experiences. So I've been able to, and it's still a work in progress, but I'm starting to understand that and starting to be able to cater things, my trainings or even my information to people. Just really listening to how they learn or how they understand and try to cater it to them so I get the best outcome and they can get the best outcome.
And how do you support your intake team in staying grounded and not being burnout? Because this job can sometimes, take a little wear and tear and a toll on a person. So how do you teach them to stay grounded, focused, and
It's
give
hard.
them their best day to day?
It's very hard, and I do get my moments. But one thing I've noticed that even when I'm feeling my worst, which last week was a bad week for me, my team didn't know.
You would never know. I always tell her, "Sure, you look so lovely today. You're so vibrant." And she's like, "I don't know, Kim, if I feel that way."
Yeah.
And you would never know.
Yeah, last week I did not feel that way. But I do understand the importance of presenting in a way, especially to the community. Like, I'm going through a hard time, but so are they. So I definitely am very aware of not presenting that. And then, going to the people I go to. I have a spiritual advisor. I go to my mother. I have friends, and be able to release that tension so I don't bring it into work. That is very important. Very important. So that's something I make sure I do not do. 99, I fall short. But most of the time, no one will be aware of the things I'm going through, and I shouldn't when I'm at work. I know it's hard, though. It's hard, but it's something I really practice.
I think that is very important because we are already dealing with people who are dealing with things on their own. So once they come in, they see that you might be not maybe in the right headspace or mind space, then that also starts to put barriers between you guys because they're like, okay, well, maybe this person can't help me because they can't even help themselves at this very moment.
Exactly.
So it's very important to keep that in mind as you're moving forward. Now, I know you've only been with the company for about 5 years now, and I'm sure you're not thinking about retiring at this very moment. But if you were to look in the future, what would you say that you are hoping the legacy that you leave here with your clients and the people that you work with?
I hope if for whatever reason I'm not here, hopefully with a lottery win, but that my clients would say, wow, I really miss Char. Like, she was really helpful. She was really empathetic. She was really engaged, and she really helped me. That would be my goal, is that I leave here with that they know that someone here was in their corner, and not to say I'm the only one, but that I was here in their corner. I was able to help them. And the help may not always look the way they want it, but that I was able to get them to that next step at least and see a brighter future for themselves, that I was a part of that. That would be my legacy.
Nice. I love that. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the personal round and make our way to the quick fire round. And how that works is we're going to ask you a series of questions and you'll just answer with whatever comes to your mind first. So, Kim, do you want to take it away?
No, sure. I would love to. So, Char, if coffee suddenly disappeared from the world, how would your day change? I know you love coffee, so I picked that one.
I don't know if I would have the drive that I have. I think it's purely caffeine. That I'm able to run around and run to the front and run to the back and answer. Like, I don't know. I think I would be a lot slower.
Yeah, that could be. I knew you love coffee, and I said, this is such a good question to ask her.
Just the thought is frightful.
Yeah, she has a coffee pot in her room,
Yes,
in her
well,
office.
yeah, I do.
Yeah, she has her own K-cup machine.
I do. Yikes.
She would just be Char, but slower motion Char.
Yes, for sure.
Char in slow motion.
Yes, for sure.
So what's something that people would be surprised to learn about you?
Ooh. Oh, wow. There's probably a lot. But one thing is how spiritual I really am. I don't usually bring it to work. And I'm just interested in spirituality in general, all types of religion. Like I find it interesting. I like to learn different things about different people, whether I agree or not or whatever. It's still very interesting to me, and I respect everyone's, and I find the beauty in all of it. So I think that would be something
I like that.
I think people
That's
would
beautiful.
be shocked because, yeah.
I think that's a good one. Yeah, I love it. If there was an Olympics for an office skill, what event would you win the gold medal in?
Multitasking. I literally have 13 things going on at one time, and I usually get them finished. Like I it seems like a lot when I think about it, but for some reason, I don't feel stressed in doing it. I'm just able to pivot because my phone is constantly ringing. Someone's constantly in my office. It's just constant. And I'm just able to.
Just getting a good flow.
I have a great flow.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
So, and I don't know how. It just happens. I don't know.
It's that coffee.
It's the coffee.
It's the coffee. And your spiritual outlook on life.
It is.
Yes,
It is.
that does, I believe, help
helps.
drive and guides people.
So if you weren't a case manager, what would you be doing?
So what would I be doing here or just in general?
If you weren't here being a case manager, what do you think that you'd be doing?
I often say if I can turn back the hands of time, I would have went to the military.
Oh, what branch?
I don't know, not the Air Force and not the Navy. So anything else other than the air and the water, I would have done.
I was going to think you were going to say be a dentist because didn't you go to dental school?
I went to a lot of schools. Yes.
Yeah.
I did
She was
go
going to be a
dental
doctor.
I was going to
Yeah.
be a dentist.
Nice.
Then mouths started to gross me out.
That's fair.
I was going to be a forensic scientist. I loved that until I seen a body. So I think the military would be the route. And I was almost there, but I have flat feet. Very flat, severely flat. So I didn't get in. But if I can turn back the hands of time, that's the route. Maybe a surgery or something. I don't know. I was young, so I didn't think. I just said no. And I said, oh, okay. But there might have been a way around that. I don't know.
I think you were meant to be here in some way.
Oh,
for,
I agree.
for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. And Char, if your job was a reality television show, what would it be called?
So anyone that knows me knows I love reality. See how excited I got? I love reality TV. And I often say we need this to be our jobs here at LCCAP, to be a reality show.
She says it all the time.
I say it all
Yeah,
day,
she
every
says
day,
it
because we
always.
have so many episodes in my mind, just episodes playing. But it would be the ringmaster of the SH show. Because that's how I feel. I am the ringmaster. Actually, I have a supervisor that brought me socks one day that said this, and I still have them.
That's so great.
Well,
So that would be the
ladies,
name of my
that
reality
could be
show.
our next showing of video recording upstairs for our reality television show.
Yes,
Because every
yes.
day there is something.
Every day. Yes.
So we are in spooky season right now. My favorite. Do you prefer scary movies or family-friendly movies?
No, scary.
Yeah.
I was trying to find a good scary movie this weekend, and I struggled. Like, nothing was good.
I love scary movies.
Love them.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Well, I am afraid. And I'm not afraid of much, but Freddy Krueger really, really, because he's in your mind, you can't really control that. But that is one of my favorites.
Do you like Michael Myers, Halloween?
He's all right.
I think the ones that scare you are the best ones.
Those are the best
Yeah.
ones. Yes. Yes.
Do you take the kids up to Haunted Summit View?
Yes.
Okay, good, because that's
Yes.
always fun too.
Yes.
It's a local it's somebody
Street.
it's a local street in Neshannock, and they've been putting on like a little haunted, well, pretty much haunted month, the whole month of October. And then they'll post on their Facebook site, like if it's a low level, which means bring out the kids, or if it's high, you can still bring them out.
But
Just
just
might be a
know.
little bit scary. And they'll have like all the different characters like Michael Myers and different characters from the Halloween movies, and it's all decorated. And
You
it's
just
super
drive
cute.
down the streets, the whole community.
Yeah, so
You just drive
yeah.
down, they scare you, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, we're going Friday.
Yeah, they'll tell you to put the radio station on, so it's like spooky Halloween music as
that's
you're
so
driving
cool.
by. It's super. I think they've been doing it at least 30 years or so. So that's something that all the kids, all the teenagers, all the
excited
adults
about.
like to do. And during like the first like 2 weeks of October, it's pretty busy. But when you're getting into the last 2 weeks, getting close to Halloween, oh, there's a line going all the way down through Neshana Cooltown Hill. It's amazing. It's
It
fun.
is.
Nice. Never knew that.
So on Halloween or just for Halloween, do you take any little ones trick-or-treating or do you
Yes.
pass out candy?
Both.
Both?
It's a pretty big event on my street in general. It's huge. So, we have some of the adults will take the kids, the other adults will pass out candy. We usually have food, for the family in the house, and it's a pretty big
Nice. Make it a
turnout.
whole thing.
We do.
Oh, Char's
I love
family is
that.
amazing. It's a nice big
do.
family, and they're all close knit, and they're always doing great things. And Char, we love talking about food here on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Where is your favorite place to dine in Newcastle, and what is your favorite food?
That's a hard one. I would have to say Edwards is probably my favorite in Newcastle, but I'm originally from Pittsburgh.
So, do you have a favorite Pittsburgh restaurant?
Yes. There's many. But pizza is what came to mind. So it is Minio's or Alio's. They're right next door to each other,
How cool.
and they're like dueling pizzerias. That's my favorite. Every
Love
time
pizza.
I go, I try to stop at one, each of them at least once. But yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on the podcast today and giving us a little glimpse about you and your life and your story. We definitely appreciate it. I know it's been a long time coming. We've been trying to get Char onto the podcast, but we appreciate you taking your time out of your busy schedule. I know you have a lot going on and joining us on the show this week.
Well, thank you for the invite, and I am glad I finally made it.
See, it wasn't as
We
spooky.
were glad to have you.
Spooky, that was cute today. Yeah.
It wasn't. Thank you.
Well, thank you guys for listening in for another week, and then we'll be back next week with another special guest. So tune in.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a wonderful week, everyone.